Hey, this is Anton and
Kasperi
from Beast in Black, and you're watching Chaos TV.
Okay, so hello everyone watching Chaos TV. Today we are here at Hemingway's bar in Helsinki, Finland, and we have the honor to talk to Kasperi and Anton from the band Beast in Black. So first off, hello and welcome to Chaos TV, guys.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
So in general, how has the year started for you and the band?
Busy, but good. Busy in a good way, because lots of work has to be done for the tours and gigs that we have coming up, and the next album as well. So it couldn't be better, you know.
So you yesterday played your very first headline show, and it was immediately a sold-out show at the legendary Finnish club Lutakko. So how did the show go?
It was really good. It was a sold-out show, like you said, and you know the people were very into it. They knew the songs already, so apparently most of the people had heard the songs, and you know they were singing along, headbanging. You know, it was a really great response, and you know much better than we were actually expecting. And we hope that it's gonna continue like that tonight as well when we play the second show now in Nostri.
So the career for the band has been pretty much like uphill so far, and you have like received very good reviews from your debut album Berserker. So in general, have you guys been pleased with the album so far and the feedback you have received from it?
Yeah, we have been, and like Kasperi said about the gig, we didn't expect the gig to be like sold out and the people to be so crazy about it. The same thing with the album, we had no expectations basically, and we just felt that okay, we did a good job, we were happy with the album, and then the reviews started to come in, and they kept coming, and more than we expected, you know. Good and bad, but mostly good, you know. And like YouTube is a big part nowadays also for every band, and there we also kind of, you know, took this rocket launch beginning. You know, people are watching the video very much. The first music video we released, and I think that also plays a big role nowadays. Like one song can matter very much. Yeah. People don't have that much album listening going on in this world nowadays. They listen to single songs, you know, in their playlists and stuff like that. So we have a good help with that also.
So how like relieving it was for you that the band started to get going basically immediately from the point you released the album, that everything has gone so well so far?
Well, I remember when we finally released the first song and the feedback started to come, and it felt like I was out of a jail, so to speak. It's been a long process, and when you work on something quite a long time and you don't know anymore what's the reality, is it good or bad, in a way, like you become blind for your own stuff, what you do. And when it was out, the first song, and it felt like yes, it's working, people like it, and you know it was we did something that's meaningful, you know, and that feels rewarding, and it's like out of the jail feeling. I don't know, though I've never been in jail, but you know, mental jail, mental prison or something like that.
Yeah, and I have to add as well that you know it took like 2 years to complete the album, and Anton was working so hard on it, you know, and I was just like, okay, you know, let him do his stuff, you know, as long as it will take, you know, it doesn't matter, as long as the final result will kick ass. And it's like, you know, when you're, you know, if you're thinking about a diamond, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of pressure, and that's a perfect analogy for that now, I would say. And like he said, you know, of course, you know, it's like getting out of jail when you actually get the product out and people can actually hear it. And, you know, all the responses, you know, at least like 95% or more have been really positive and supportive. Of course, you know, you also have haters there, but that's the internet. That's how it works. So, so we're really pleased with the album and the response so far, and hope that it will actually, you know, stay that way. And we can also really look forward to start working on the new album, and hopefully it will be out a little bit sooner than the debut album.
So obviously you guys also got the nomination at EMA Gala for the debut album. So what kind of like feeling do you get when you get these nominations? Do they actually mean more to you now because it's like the first album that you just released that you got the nomination for?
I mean, it's always nice to be acknowledged with these things, but you know, in the big picture, it really doesn't mean that much for the artist. Like when the main thing is always like to do the art. That's what we are here for. You know, we want to do the music and play the shows, and as long as we can make it well, as great as we can, and enjoy it, that's what matters the most. And if someone, you know, gives us an award, that's only like extra bonus, but that's not the driving force in any perspective. But it's just like good to know that, hey, okay, people clearly, you know, care about this enough to give us the chance to be awarded with something. But you know, I never, you know, care about these things that much, to be honest.
So you also have a new drummer, Atte, who joined you recently. So could you tell us a bit, like, how did you ended up having him on board into the band?
Oh yeah, I was looking for a drummer. When was the August or September? It was already like late summer, and a friend of mine, a musician, recommended Atte to me, along three other drummers, and you know, Atte happened to be available. Sorry, for the Wasp tour that we had already like agreed to do. So that's about it, you know, quite simple, you know.
Yeah.
And then he happened to like fit to the band, like in the chemistry, in the mentality, and playing wise. Everything like clicked right there. I think we all agree that we couldn't have a better choice as a drummer for this.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree as well. He's a great guy, you know, really, you know, easygoing, relaxed, you know, funny guy, nice guy, great drummer, and you know, that's more that you can ask for, pretty much, you know, because chemistry is a really, really important thing when you play in a band and when you spend a lot of time together. So, you know, you just need to get along, you know, on every level. And of course, you know, it's a real bummer that Sami, you know, who was there before him, he had to, you know, just, you know, get out because of some, you know, personal things and stuff like that. But anyway, at least I think that we find a great replacement for him as well.
So after finishing today's show at Nosturi, you will be embarking on your first, hopefully full European tour. So how much are you actually guys looking forward to that?
Very much. Excuse me again. It's quite a long run, 5 weeks, but not too long. So we expect the band to become like much better all the time, because that's what we want to do, become better and also enjoy it as much as possible. And you know, a tour is a tour. When it's done, there's gonna be another one, and you know, and summer gigs and stuff. But so far we just, you know, focus on one thing at a time. Like today we have a gig and then this Rhapsody tour, so we might have some thoughts. Kasperi has maybe some thoughts about the upcoming tour different from mine, but all in all we just think that it's got to be a tour when we all have good time and become better as a band. But for me, example, I also have some works I have to do on the tour, like regarding the next album. You know, there's some like laptop work involved in that. You know, that's how it goes nowadays, and we're gonna like together also like think about the wholeness of the next album and stuff like that. So many things actually happen simultaneously, even though it's a tour. There's always some kind of a process going on with other things. I don't know if it made any sense what I just spoke, but
yeah.
Just brainstorming like stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the tour as well. But of course, the first week will tell, you know, a lot. You know, how it is going to be with the headliner, you know, Rhapsody, and how is the, you know, the whole atmosphere going to be. But you know, at least, you know, I'm just really looking forward to go there and just start rocking out. And like Anton said, we also have to be in more than just a tour mode, because tour mode is different than, you know, working mode. And now we have to combine those two, because, you know, we will have to figure out what songs we're going to put on the new album and, you know, start working on that as well. So I guess that we're going to be pretty busy during those, you know, 5 weeks, playing all those shows in different countries and also, you know, preparing the new album. So really looking forward.
So you are both speaking about the upcoming album. So how far is actually the process for it at the moment? Do you already have some kind of like tentative plan for it, or?
Well, we have basically a schedule for it, but I don't want to speak about the schedule and too much about the details. But I think it's normal. Everyone knows that when a band has completed their album, they automatically start the second one. At least that's how I always think myself. So we just keep on like thinking of it's a like organic process also, you know. It's part of the career, you know. You cannot separate touring and album making. They are like connected to each other. And free time also, like there's no real holidays basically. At least when we have to make an album with quite a tight schedule, so there's no room for holidays or anything like that. Oh, I want to spend a week somewhere in Hawaii or anywhere.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen nowadays.
Maybe in 15 or 20 years.
Yeah, you're gonna have a day off like Nightwish had, or a year off.
Yeah, at some point maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of material. Anton has like, you know, hundreds of songs, so it's not the amount of material that is the problem. It's like, you know, we just have to find the suitable ones, you know, for this next album, you know. So we will just, you know, just start checking it out, and we already have like a bunch of songs that, you know, are very potential for the upcoming album. So once we have everything, you know, decided, then we can start recording, and that's about it. And with the recordings, I think that, I don't know, maybe it will take a couple of months, and with the mixing, when everything is recorded, of course it will be have to mixed and mastered as well, so that's gonna take a while as well. But hopefully, like by the end of the year, we would have the new album ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously in the summer there's quite many European festivals, and you will be also playing on quite many festivals during the summer. But if you would organize your own festival and you could decide like a headliner for a 3-night festival for each night, which bands would you like to see on your own festival and why?
Well, if we are just talking about like a dream scenario that we can just choose any bands, you know, from the past, or, you know, bands that are still existing nowadays, well, you know, I would go for, you know, like AC/DC with Bon Scott. And of course Judas Priest, like, you know, mid-80s, you know, maybe Turbo era or something like that. And also maybe Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time era. Those would be my 3 picks that, you know, just come to mind right now.
I guess those would sell quite well tickets also.
I think so too. I think so too.
Wasp, Judas Priest and Manowar. Those 3 bands.
Okay. So hey guys, thank you a lot for the time, and best of luck for tonight's show as well as for the upcoming European run. Anything you want to say to the Finnish fans and your fans in general as last words who will be watching this afterwards?
Well, thank you very much for all the feedback and support for all the Finnish fans and for making these 2 shows sold out. So keep it like that, you know.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everyone. If you don't know the band, if you don't know the music yet, check it out. I'm sure that you will love it. And everyone who knows us already, you know, keep rocking and keep supporting us. Thank you so much. We love you guys. See you on the tour.